So welcome everybody to BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be doing a flip ramp obstacle course. So yeah, basically each cart will have 2 turns to hit this flip ramp, one on each side, so it has a fair chance. And yeah, basically we're going to be seeing which car can that we choose from that can go the furthest. So yeah, we've got a cinder block wall, a caravan, a piano, a landmine, a shed, a fruit stand, concrete barrier and a concrete retaining wall to get past, and yeah, we're going to see which one can go the furthest. A variety of vehicles from heavy weights to light weights, to see which can do the quickest, and yeah, we're going to do the furthest. And yeah, we're going to be starting off with a Corvette. Going to limit the cars to about 90 miles an hour just to give the slower cars a fairer chance, because obviously there are some extremely quick vehicles out on this game that can easily do 100, 110 by the time they get to that flip ramp. So yeah, let's get started. The objects or the obstacles will be reloaded after every car. So yeah, because the obstacles are on either side, they're unlikely to hit that object again when they hit the other side of the flip ramp. So yeah, let's see what the Corvette can do. Got a fair bit of air time there. Gonna miss the concrete wall, but we are going to hit the piano. We're going to hit the shed. Looks like we're going to probably, yeah, clip it a fair bit. And I'm going to hit the wall. I'm going to go through it. Nope. Yeah, the wall is incredibly tough. So the likelihood of any vehicle going through it from all the way over there with a flip ramp, as you can see, it's a fair old distance, is unlikely. But yeah, this is done fairly well. It's gotten up to just before the concrete wall. It's, yeah, pretty close. So let's see what we can do by hitting the ramp on the other side. I imagine we'll do fairly well. That caravan is not the toughest of things to get through, but it is quite a large massed vehicle. Certainly not a small fruit stand, for instance. You'd be surprised how effective that fruit stand is at stopping vehicles. I've used it in my own time. We're going to actually miss the caravan by most of it. We have clipped it. It's not really slowed us down though, and it looks like we're going to go slightly further, but we are going to still hit the concrete wall. So yeah, the Corvette there has basically got to the concrete retaining wall there. So yeah, that's our current goal to beat. So let's reload everything. Get the piano back in order, get the landmine back in order, get the shed back in order, the wall, the fruit stand, and the caravan obviously. Right, let's see what something a little bit older but maybe a little bit heavier can do with the Ibishu Miramar. But we're going to go for the limo, just for the fun times, really. So let's replace. I didn't actually see what speed we were doing in the Corvette then before. I do apologise if it was more than 90, but it's still easily one of the lightest vehicles that we have on this series, or on this game even. So speed really isn't going to make a major difference to that car. Right, we're going to hit the right hand side first time this time. This is a much bigger vehicle, also heavier. It's made a much more sizable impact on the caravan there. Clip the shed slightly again. Yeah, we're not going to come quite as close to the Corvette on this first attempt, just on this concrete barrier, whereas the Corvette obviously got to about here with its first run, and then obviously it was right up against the wall on its second run. Right, let's see what we can do on the second attempt. I have to say though, these vehicles are standing up fairly well in terms of damage. But yeah, that could all obviously change at some point. We're going to hit the cinder block wall this time. Oh, out on the side, taking the wheel out, and we're going to hit the piano, taking the roof down. Yeah, that's taking all of the energy out of this Miramar. The cinder block wall may well collapse easier than that concrete retaining one, but it's still a heavy obstacle to hit. So yeah, it's not done quite as well as the Corvette there, with only the concrete barrier being its final resting place in the first and best attempt. So yeah, a little bit disappointing there. I was expecting this to go further because it is a heavier, bigger vehicle, so I assumed that it would have been able to get through more of the obstacles than the Corvette. That's the problem with cruise control. It automatically stops and starts whenever it wants. Right, let's reload everything, get it back in ship-shape condition. Right, let's see what something properly heavy can do. In the form of a people carrier, I think. So yeah, we've got choices now where the update has given it US, JDM and EU versions. Let's go for a JDM. They usually got some crazy versions going for them. Let's go for this 2.7 ZX in bright orange. Certainly not going to miss seeing this crash into everything. Are we going to get up to speed though is a more important question. Yeah, we should do. 90, let's hit the left hand side first time round. There goes the wall, there goes the piano. Miss the fruit stand just. And yeah, we come slightly ahead of where the Miramar was. Yeah, considering the obviously bulk of the vehicle, I was expecting a bit further, but as you can see, the rear door has started to decide it's got a mind of its own, going back and forth there. But the car again has held up fairly well, all things considering. Let's hit it on the right hand side. Obviously hitting the ramp in its own right is taking energy out of the vehicles, but it's also providing a spectacular car crash. Oh, are we going to hit the shed? Which we completely missed last time. Nope, we're going to miss it again, mostly. Yeah, the shed really hasn't come into it so far. But again, the Corvette has reigned supreme. Concrete barrier stopping it there. So yeah, we got slightly ahead of the Miramar around here. But yeah, this has in no way done as well as the Corvette, which is still reigning supreme. I really wasn't expecting that to be the case. If I'm honest, I was expecting the Corvette to be one of the worst ones because yeah, it really doesn't have all that much weight to it. Right, let's go for something American, and I think the wherever it is, Grand Marshal is going to be one that is going to be a formidable vehicle. To be honest, it's got the weight, it's got the mass in terms of how big it is as well. So I feel this is going to do well. Not going to have any trouble getting up to 90 miles an hour. It's got all of the power. Shed just gets a grazing again. Oh, we hit the landmine, so the caravan is following us along the road. It's all landed on top of the shed pretty much. And yeah, we've come just about where the people carrier stopped. Obviously we did not stop the engine, so that's why we've carried on a little bit further, but yeah, we're just about where the concrete barrier is, so pretty much where the people carrier and the Miramar ended up. But yeah, we caused a fair bit of carnage there, because the caravan hit the landmine and then rained its debris all over the place. So let's see what we can do with all that debris on the left hand side now. Also the debris on the other ones has stayed fairly on its own side. Oh, concrete wall has, well, the cinder block wall, should I say, has taken a fair bit of damage out of that, and yeah, we've really not done well at all there. Its entire underside hit the wall and that just stopped it dead. So yeah, 3 cars so far have ended up pretty much in the same place on their best go even. So yeah, it's not been the most successful episode so far for these vehicles. They've been completely outmatched by a Corvette of all things, which again, like I said earlier, I really was not expecting. Right, let's go for another heavyweight. Let's go for a good old D series. Go for a V8, obviously. And let's see what this can do. Now again, this is a fairly heavy vehicle, but it's got a bit less in the way of bodywork, obviously being only a single cab. Maybe that will prove advantageous, who knows. Just about going to make 90 miles an hour. And we completely lost a wheel there. I think that's actually worked in its favour, the fact it barely hit anything there. Yeah, I'd say that's second best so far, with obviously the Corvette still being the best that we have used so far. Right, let's see what we do on the right hand side. D-Series is easily one of the slowest vehicles that we've had on this so far. Yeah, really not all that impressive, to be honest. Though again, I think we actually did the right hand side first time round. Whatever, it's still not anywhere near as close to the Corvette as I would have liked, or beating it even. Which again is a shame. I don't know why the Corvette is king of this, to be honest. I really was expecting that to be last. Right, let's go for one of our first of our off-roaders. We'll go for this one. Now granted, the hopper isn't all that heavy, but I'm hoping that, like the Corvette, that's going to prove advantageous. The Corvette is a real lightweight, and this is easily one of the lighter off-road vehicles on this game. Looks like we're going to come right into contact with the cinder blocks. And the central reservation itself has proved to be the hardest object to get past. It's completely just wedged on there. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. Maybe it'll do better when we go the other way. The caravan seems to be the least effective object on this. Those cinder blocks have really stopped cars right in their tracks. But the caravan maybe in part because it's on wheels and I can't actually put it in park. That's been one of the least effective ones. I say that, but it's just got embodied and mostly let this past. Well, it looks like we have a car that has rivaled the Corvette finally, and it's a lightweight vehicle again. Seems like the lightweight vehicles are king of this. It's not quite with the Corvette. I'm gonna say it's about here. About here. But it's damn close. It's easily the closest we've had from a vehicle yet. So yeah, the Caravan once again proving not the most effective vehicle, well, obstacle to stop cars with. Now let's try a full-size SUV. Let's go for the mighty Gavro Roma. And by full-size, I mean properly full-size. We are going with the long version rather than the shorter version, but even the shorter version isn't all that small. But neither is this. Caravan taking out the landmine once again. This is riding its nose a long way. Completely taking out the fruit stand, and we're going to slide our way to the wall by the looks of things. So 2 in a row have pretty much matched the Corvette there. And this, unlike the Hopper, is actually a heavyweight. So yeah, I am surprised by how well that did there. So it's drawn alongside the Corvette. So yeah, the Roma is currently our joint first place. Let's see if it can exceed what it just did. See if it gets a easier time at it on this side. Oh, nope. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that again. The glitch seems to have completely ripped our underside out. Do apologise for that, but that's BeamNG for you. It's not the most stable of games, especially with these mods, because this isn't a standard vehicle in the game. The Roma itself is, but not this version. Guess we hit the complete underside on top of the ramp, which is what did that. So cinder blocks are not really slowing this down, but the shed will, because that is a heavy, heavy object. But yeah, it's already managed to match the Corvette, so that's not really a disappointment, to be honest. And at the end of the day, we get a bit of carnage for our trouble. But yeah, again, these vehicles are holding up surprisingly well for considering all of the things we're doing to them. And yeah, I do like the array of objects that we've been able to acquire for this. Right, we're going to go for the van and see what this can do. Now we're going to go for the wide version, because this has offered up some spectacular crashes in previous episodes, and I'm sure it won't disappoint here if it doesn't crash. Right, I'm just going to get rid of the flag because it's in the way. Right, let's go. Now this is done by Crash Hard, just like the shed is. And we're going a bit too fast already. Just let it coast to a slow Oh, cinderblock wall again, not offering much in the way of protection. But again, the shed has proven a worthwhile foe, to be honest. I guess it's because it's hitting the bolted down floor that really stops it, because the shed itself isn't the strongest of things, but that is pretty much indestructible, especially in the bolted down version, which I went for because I didn't want the shed parts flying all over the place or not offering any resistance at all to what is being used. So it only seemed fair that I bolted it down. So this is why I got rid of the flag, because I can't see. Oh, it doesn't matter, we've flipped nonetheless. Oh, we've hit the landmine, we've hit everything, and we've actually gotten beyond the covert. We finally have a new leader. It's a wide body van first, and the Covet and the Roma joint second, and the Miramar, the people carrier, and one of the other vehicles joint third. So yeah, that's our current leader. Now we're going to give it the ultimate test and give a real heavyweight a go, and see just what it can do in comparison to these. We are, of course, talking about a lorry. We're not going to go for the man though, because that's a little bit too slow for this, I imagine. But we are going to go for the ram plow version. But obviously we're going to get rid of the ram plow, because that is not fair. Just like it wasn't fair in any of those crashes. So yeah, just going to go vehicle config. Down plow the frame and off. Don't really want an off-road bumper, to be honest. Don't know why I clicked that. Let's go for a front bumper. No need for a heavy duty one when we're dealing with a vehicle of this size and weight. Should be able to get up towards 90. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what this can do when it comes against the ramp itself. Well, it's done a successful barrel roll, that's for sure. We lost a wheel. Oh yeah, did I forget to say there's a propane tank in there? Yeah, I did. Probably saw it anyway, but yeah, there is one in there. It's for a little bit of a spectacular show. Yeah, this has come right up against where the Covet and the Roma were. Maybe slightly just before. But that is an impressive distance, to be honest, considering it hit pretty much everything on this side. The only thing it didn't hit was the propane tank itself, but yeah, hit the wall, hit the shed, hit the concrete barrier, and has even taken down a substantial part of this concrete retaining wall. Right, now let's see what it can do on the other side. Let's put the NOS on so we can guarantee that we're going to get up to 90 miles an hour. Caravan really isn't going to match this, and to be honest, it's already been blown sideways from an explosion. There goes a landmine, and surprise, surprise, this is going to be our winner. Oh. But there's not much left of it, to be honest. Though the cab itself has come off reasonably well, but yeah, a lot of the other parts of this lorry are not still intact. It's lost a back wheel, or both back wheels. The hood has come off. The passenger side door has gone away. But yeah, that's it for today. To be honest, yeah, I really do enjoy doing these kind of things. Really does show off the scale of destruction that you can get on this game, and how durable vehicles can be even in the more extreme circumstances. But yeah, You can do this yourself. You only have to have a few of these props and the ramp, and then choose whatever vehicles you want. It didn't take long for me to set it up, only about 5 or 10 minutes, and yeah, you can have all the fun in the world for as long as you want. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.